In John chapter 9, beginning in verse 1, we find one of my favorite Bible stories. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth, and his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? They automatically assumed that someone had done something wrong to bring this upon them. But Jesus' answer was neither. There's a higher purpose at work here, that the works of God should be manifest in him. Jesus then made clay, touched his eyes, and he received his sight. When the man's neighbors became aware of this, they were astonished, and they asked him, How is it you can now see? And he said, A man named Jesus touched my eyes, and I can see. They then carried him to the Pharisees, but when they got another problem. It was on the Sabbath day again. Jesus went and done it again and healed a man on the Sabbath. They said to the man, This man's not of God. But what do you say of him? He said, He's a prophet. And they weren't satisfied with that, so they went to the man's parents and said, Is this your son that was born blind? How is it he can now see? His parents were afraid of the Pharisees, and they said, He's of age. Ask him. So in verse 24, they said to the man again, Give God the praise. We know that this man is a sinner. I love his answer. In verse 25, he said, Whether he be a sinner or no, I know not. One thing I know, that whereas I was blind, now I see. This is my testimony. I don't understand all the deep theological questions that scholars argue about. I don't want to argue over minor doctrine. I don't want to be someone who perverts the scriptures to justify myself. I admit I'm just a sinner, but a sinner saved by grace. This one thing I know, I chose Jesus many years ago. I've tried to follow his teachings. I've failed many, many times, and I've always been forgiven. I've never been abandoned. My life's been blessed. I've been blessed beyond measure. God's touch upon my life has been good. And I want to assure everyone watching this that it's never too late to seek and find Jesus and get his blessing in your life.